Welcome to NYIT Roundtable. I'm Carol Pack. Every year around this time, the New York Institute of Technology gives students an opportunity to present scholarly work that they've done over the previous year with a faculty member. It's a symposium called SOURCE, and today our guests are Dr. Roger Yu, who is the Dean of College of Arts and Sciences and the creator of SOURCE, and Lisa Giosi, who is the SOURCE coordinator and is also a former presenter. Welcome to NYIT Roundtable.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Let's start at the beginning. Dean Yu, if you could just tell us, what is SOURCE?
Let me start with the name, yes, SOURCE, and state what does it mean or what does it stand for. SOURCE stands for Symposium of University Research and Creative Expression. As you mentioned earlier, it is a platform for the students at both undergraduate and graduate level to showcase their scholarly work in collaboration with faculty members of NYIT.
How long ago did SOURCE get started?
The SOURCE started 7 years ago. This is our 7th event. It started out with a very small group of students presentation. I think 7 years ago they were about 20-some. Then over the years it has grown, as all of us can tell, up to now about 140-some students presenting about 70 to 80 abstracts to the entire campus. I have to say the SOURCE over the last year or two have involved some students from our global campuses. For instance, last year we had 4 students came all the way from Amman campus to New York City to present their scholarly work.
Are you expecting any students from some of the other campuses this year?
No, because, well, unfortunately, because of the visa issues, the number of students who can come to New York City fluctuates from year to year. This year, unfortunately, we only have 1 student who got visa, and but fortunately, he is here. He is in the city, and he's ready to present tomorrow.
Excellent. Does every student who's interested in being a presenter get an opportunity to present for SOURCE? Yes,
at this point, we're very open. There's a committee. There's a committee for the SOURCE event. We come together and review the abstracts or summaries of projects submitted by the students. We have, to this point, accepted almost all the abstracts or summaries which were submitted before the deadline.
What are some of the types of projects that students submit?
Well, I'm glad that we're using the term scholarship, because it does give you a much broader sense of what's going on at the event. We have all kinds of research projects, creative work, or even some work in conjunction with the professional world. And the spectrum is very broad in terms of content. And also we provide almost all kinds of format for the students to present, just to fit their needs in terms of presentation. We have oral presentation, poster presentation, we have showing of animation and short films, display of artwork, either both 2D and 3D.
Lisa, you're a former SOURCE presenter. Tell me a little bit about your project and take me through it step by step, how you would put how it went from being a classroom work to becoming a SOURCE presentation.
Okay. It originally started with my professor at the time, Dr. Maddock, at the Manhattan campus. We had an advertising project where we had to redesign a campaign. At the time, I chose the Visa Black Card. I hated that campaign, and so I just wanted to rip it apart and redo it. And how it went from being a classroom project to a source project was, first I had to write up my abstract, and I just had to really fine-tune it more. I just took it out of the classroom and brought it to source with me. I sat with Maddock for a while, and we discussed how I would explain my views of that campaign to people who aren't in the advertising world, because that's what my project was based for, advertising students who already knew the terminology, and just using more simple terms that people in biology or other sciences could understand.
Now, when you did your presentation, how did you feel? Tell me what was going through your mind.
What was going through my mind? I was excited. Actually, the way it worked out, I presented my work the night before in class, and then we had to get up early and do it again at Source. So I was really prepared. I was really excited that Maddock let us do that. So I felt really comfortable, and I was actually, in my section, it was all my classmates, because we all decided to, we just happened to be grouped together for that session. Mm-hmm. So I felt really comfortable. It was a good experience.
Okay. We're speaking with Dr. Roger Yu and Lisa Giosi about Source. We'll have more when we return.